When driving in heavy fog with very limited visibility, the safest action is to A. Use high-beam headlights to see farther ahead. B. Stop on the road with hazard lights on. C. Reduce speed, use low-beam headlights, and be ready to stop. D. Drive at the posted speed limit with windows open. Answer: C. High beams reflect off fog and reduce visibility. Hazard lights should not be used while moving. The safest choice is to slow down, use low beams, and be prepared to stop quickly. If a traffic signal turns green but pedestrians are still in the crosswalk, you should A. Honk to alert them to move quickly. B. Drive slowly through without stopping. C. Wait until they fully cross before proceeding. D. Turn immediately to avoid waiting. Answer: C. Pedestrians always have the right-of-way in marked or unmarked crosswalks. Drivers must wait until they have crossed safely. What does a yellow curb usually indicate in California? A. Passenger loading and unloading zone. B. No stopping, standing, or parking. C. Commercial loading zone during posted hours. D. Handicapped parking only. Answer: C. Yellow curbs indicate areas designated for loading and unloading of goods, typically for commercial use, during specified times. You see a school bus ahead with flashing yellow lights. What should you do? A. Speed up to pass before the red lights appear. B. Slow down and prepare to stop. C. Ignore the signal and continue at normal speed. D. Honk to warn children before passing. Answer: B. Flashing yellow lights on a school bus warn drivers that it is about to stop to load or unload children. Drivers must prepare to stop safely. When must you legally use your headlights, even during daytime? A. Whenever you feel tired. B. When visibility is 1,000 feet or less. C. Only when traveling above 60 miles per hour. D. In residential zones regardless of light. Answer: B. California law requires headlights when visibility is reduced to 1,000 feet or less, such as during fog, heavy rain, or snow. You are at an intersection with a flashing red light. You must A. Slow down and proceed with caution without stopping. B. Stop completely and proceed when safe. C. Wait for a police officer's signal. D. Treat it like a flashing yellow light. Answer: B. A flashing red light is the same as a stop sign. Drivers must come to a complete stop and proceed only when the way is clear. Why is it dangerous to keep your foot on the brake pedal while driving downhill? A. It wears the brake pads unevenly. B. It increases glare from brake lights. C. It can overheat and weaken braking ability. D. It saves fuel but reduces speed too much. Answer: C. Continuous braking causes heat buildup, reducing effectiveness, brake fade. Instead, shift to a lower gear and brake intermittently. In California, the maximum speed limit on most two-lane undivided highways is A. 45 miles per hour. B. 50 miles per hour. C. 55 miles per hour. D. 65 miles per hour. Answer: C. Unless otherwise posted, the maximum speed on undivided two-lane highways is 55 miles per hour. If you are being tailgated on a multi-lane freeway, the best response is to A. Brake suddenly to warn the driver. B. Move safely into another lane. C. Speed up to create more distance. D. Ignore the vehicle behind. Answer: B. Changing lanes safely allows the tailgater to pass, reducing the risk of a rear-end collision. When are you allowed to cross double solid yellow lines? A. When turning left into a driveway. B. When passing a slow vehicle. C. Anytime if the road is clear. D. Only during nighttime driving. Answer: A. Double solid yellow lines cannot be crossed except to make a left turn into or out of a driveway or private road. At an uncontrolled T intersection, who has the right-of-way? A. Vehicles on the through road. B. Vehicles on the terminating road. C. Whichever driver signals first. D. Pedestrians never have right-of-way. Answer: A. At a T intersection without controls, the vehicles on the through road have the right-of-way. A driver under 21 years old with a BAC of 0.02% is A. Within the legal limit. B. Breaking the law under zero-tolerance rules. C. Allowed to drive only with supervision. D. Required to wait 30 minutes before driving. Answer: B. California's zero-tolerance law prohibits any measurable alcohol in drivers under 21. Even 0.01% BAC is illegal. When must you use your turn signal continuously for at least 100 feet? A. Only on motorways. B. Before every lane change or turn. C. Only when driving under 35 miles per hour. D. Before entering a parking space. Answer: B. California law requires signaling for 100 feet before turns or lane changes to alert other drivers. What should you do if you are in an intersection when the traffic light turns red? A. Reverse out of the intersection immediately. B. Remain stopped until the next green light. C. Continue through safely since you already entered. D. Honk to clear other vehicles out. Answer: C. Once you have lawfully entered an intersection, you should clear it safely, even if the light changes. If your accelerator sticks while driving, you should first A. Shift to neutral. B. Turn off the ignition immediately. C. Apply the parking brake. D. Honk for help. Answer: A. Shifting to neutral disengages the engine power, allowing you to brake safely. Turning off the ignition while moving may lock the steering wheel. What should you do when an emergency vehicle is approaching from behind with lights and siren on? A. Speed up to avoid blocking it. B. Move to the right edge and stop. C. Continue driving until you find a parking space. D. Slow down but stay in your lane. Answer: B. Drivers must yield to emergency vehicles by moving to the right-hand edge of the road and stopping until the vehicle passes. When parallel parking on a level street, your wheels should be within how many inches of the curb? A. 6 inches. B. 12 inches. C. 18 inches. D. 24 inches. Answer: C. California law requires vehicles to be parked with the wheels within 18 inches of the curb. A diamond-shaped road sign usually indicates A. A regulatory law. B. A warning or hazard ahead. C. Services such as gas or food. D. A route marker for freeways. Answer: B. Diamond-shaped signs are used for warnings such as curves, intersections, or pedestrian crossings. Why is it dangerous to rely solely on cruise control in wet conditions? A. It can reduce visibility. B. It increases the risk of hydroplaning. C. It saves too much fuel. D. It distracts from GPS use. Answer: B. Cruise control maintains speed even when traction is lost, increasing the danger of hydroplaning. Manual control allows quicker response. What is the primary purpose of a roundabout? A. To allow parking in the middle island. B. To reduce collisions at intersections. C. To eliminate pedestrian crossings. D. To increase speed through junctions. Answer: B. Roundabouts reduce high-speed collisions by keeping traffic flowing in one direction at lower speeds. If your car starts skidding on ice, the first thing you should do is A. Steer in the opposite direction of the skid. B. Brake hard immediately. C. Take your foot off the accelerator. D. Turn sharply to straighten the car. Answer: C. Releasing the accelerator helps the tires regain traction. Braking or turning sharply worsens the skid. When is it legal to use a cell phone while driving without a hands-free device? A. Never for drivers under 18. B. Only when driving under 25 miles per hour. C. Anytime in rural areas. D. When no other passengers are in the vehicle. Answer: A. Drivers under 18 cannot use cell phones while driving, even hands-free. Adult drivers must use hands-free devices only. On a freeway, when should you check your mirrors most often? A. Only before lane changes. B. Every 3 to 5 seconds. C. Once every 2 minutes. D. Only when entering and exiting. Answer, B. Frequent mirror checks, every 3 to 5 seconds, help drivers stay aware of surrounding traffic and avoid surprises. You see a flashing yellow traffic signal at an intersection. You should A. Stop before entering. B. Slow down and proceed with caution. C. Accelerate to clear quickly. D. Treat it as a red light. Answer, B. A flashing yellow means drivers must slow down and proceed carefully, watching for other vehicles and pedestrians. When approaching a railroad crossing with no signals and poor visibility, you must stop within A. 5 feet of the tracks. B. 15 to 50 feet of the tracks. C. 100 feet of the tracks. D. Only if you hear a train horn. Answer, B. Drivers must stop between 15 and 50 feet from the tracks if visibility is poor or when trains are near, ensuring safety.